Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Dr. Exotical, and I'm really excited to be back with another video. Thank you all to those of you who are watching my content and to my small but growing subscriber base. If you'd love to support my channel, please follow and let's have a good time together. I am brand new to making videos and to the exotical space, and I must say, I love this community. There's so much inspiration and so much joy and just a good time. So I'm enjoying it, and please, I'm starting out and I'm brand new. So if you like the videos I'm making, please drop a comment. Please keep encouraging me because it's really easy on YouTube to want to stop making videos. And I'm excited because I just started making videos and I have really enjoyed Exoticals United as well as a few other ladies who are making content. And for one, I really enjoy the Black Exotical channel. I really enjoy Golden Notes as well, and a few others as well. I think there's one called the Intellectual Exotical, if I'm not mistaken, and I really love their channels as well. But I just wanted to thank you all, and please follow and watch the videos. I really appreciate it. So I wanted to talk a little bit further about pretty privilege today. I wanted to talk a little bit more about presentation. I learned all about presentation from the minute I was born. And what I mean by that is, as you all know, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I am a multi-generationally mixed woman, and I am Caribbean, Black, and with Indo heritage. Okay, tracing back to my grandparents and my great-grandparents. And I wanted to say that in our culture, in the Caribbean culture specifically, we have a strong culture of seamstresses and tailors and having real importance placed on people doing that work. So I was brought up into a family of women and men, aunts and uncles alike, who knew the power of a needle and thread and who knew the power of looking at something and figuring out whether it was cut on the bias or how something was designed, and being able to take that skill set that was passed down from generation to generation and learn how to make one's own clothes without even being taught sometimes. So I view that as something really powerful and something that I carry strong within me, as something that I inherited through my culture of dressing well. And that dressing well and presenting myself well is also a form of love for myself. I simply love being an object that people may look at and wonder, wow, that person put it together. Or that person really has an eye for structure. I love to be walkable art and wear walkable art as I live life. I always tell people, it takes just as much energy and it takes just as much time to put on clothes and to get dressed without any thought as it does to put on clothes and to get dressed with thought. So if it's going to take me the same amount of time, I would rather get dressed well, wouldn't you? So I would say that it's partially generational for me. It's partially an inheritance that I am so proud of, that my people use their skill set to make clothes and to provide for their families and to learn how to hold on to the skill set and the art that is making clothes. And so I love that for me. So I want to say that has set the stage for my personal psychology of presentation. I'm also going to let you in on another truth. Another truth is that when you hear people say things like, dress for the place you want to inhabit in the world, or dress for your future, or dress for where you want to be, that's not just nonsense. Sometimes if you have a vision, you want to put your best foot forward. Hey, I don't make the rules. I'm just living in the world like you. So what I'm saying is, sometimes if you're not there yet, you can kind of forecast yourself in the future to be exactly where you want to be. And I love doing that with the clothes that I want to wear. As a professional woman in the world, I love pushing past what people assume of me. I love pushing past what people may inadvertently expect of me. And I love to show up and be the best dressed woman in the room. Now, for me, that point of presentation is one of my superpowers. You can try me, but you cannot outdress me. Now, I can find inspiration anywhere. I can go to a shop in the neighborhood and I can find something that is fairly inexpensive, something on clearance. I can go to the thrift store and I can buy a suit, and then I can take it to my local tailor and have them fit it to my body. So sometimes you just have to have a little bit of imagination. Now, another thing about presentation is that it's really, really important to believe that you deserve, to believe that you are worthy. And I think that so much of presentation is in our mind, and I'm all here for it. So I'm going to come back and share some tools with you all about what I have used to help me visualize presentation. But I gotta tell you, presentation is one subtle way that I weaponize and use and strategize with my pretty privilege through presentation. My presentation of self has gotten me to move forward in a queue, has gotten someone to do favors for me, has gotten someone to bend a rule for me, has gotten someone to keep an office open 10 more minutes for me. The way that I present myself and show up in a space is a way of communication. It is simply meta communication from me to the world on what I expect from them and what they should expect from me. So I personally live for presentation. And that doesn't have to be one thing, and it doesn't have to be boring. But I believe that presentation is powerful, and it all starts in the mind. When I know I belong somewhere, and I know that I'm capable, there is nothing that will keep me from it. There is no one that can say no to me, and there is nothing that I won't receive. So I just wanted to come back and talk a little bit more about presentation. I think it's starting to be a little bit of a lost art. And I think that presentation is something that we should hold dear. And as women who are looking to improve themselves and move on forward in life, I think that presentation is a weapon and it's a strategy. And I encourage you all to walk with your head held high and act like you own it everywhere you go, because I most certainly will. Thank you for listening to this short episode, and please subscribe. I would love to talk about presentation, because to me, presentation is everything. How we look and how we make the most of what we have is everything. So you fake it until you make it. Okay, until the next video. Bye-bye.